Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. This week is all about black bears, and those of you who know me know that I love spring bear hunting, and over the years we've had some incredible bear encounters. This week we're going to highlight some of the best, including some never-before-seen footage that I know you're really going to enjoy. As usual, we're on the ground, eye to eye, and using our bows to get it done. We're going to start out in Canada with professional archer and world-class bow hunter John Dudley. Then we'll head over to Oregon to catch the tail end of the spring black bear rut. You know, a lot of people don't realize it, but bears breed in late spring and early summer, and it's this time when the biggest boars come out of the thick stuff. It's also the best time to catch a giant out cruising. And it's also one of the most exciting times to spot and stalk those big Bruins, and we plan to make the most of it. It's on the ground, spot and stalk hunting at its finest, and we're going to show it all just like it happened right here on Hunting with Hecs.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this Hecs on.
I've got to give credit once again to Hecs.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with Hecs.
Hunting with Hecs is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Luminoc, light 'em up. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And Hecs Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
On this first hunt, we head to Alberta, where we catch up with John Dudley and his good friend Andy Stump. The pair are elk hunting, but when they spotted several bears feeding in a wheat field, they decided to move into position and try to take one. Well, John's on the camera here and Andy's behind the bow. They both have their Hecs underlayers on, and they're just standing in the open along the edge of the field. Soon, the bears pass right in front of Andy and John. When one gives Andy a good shot, he takes it.
Oh, what a great shot. Dude.
Here we have two guys standing in plain sight of these bears, and even with the movement of the draw, both bears were oblivious until it was too late.
Wow, that's a big old joker, ain't it? Oh. Holy smokes, dude, that's a giant.
So I just came up to Alberta for my first bow hunting trip with Dudley. A few days before I came up here, a box shows up at the house. Got some awesome camo, and in there was the Hecs suit that I'm wearing. So I pulled the thing out, never seen one before, didn't know anything about it because again, I'm very new to this passion, I'm gonna say already. Called him up, asked him about it, and he's talking about the electromagnetic field and how it affects the animals. No experience with it whatsoever. Come up here, just shot this bear earlier today, walking right at us, spot and stalk for the two bears that I was able to kill up here. Had cow and bull elk feet from us, had no idea that we were even there.
It's crazy.
I've never had that kind of experience in the wild with animals before. I can't say enough about this Hecs suit and its ability. I had never heard of it, was probably a little bit skeptical when I first heard about it, but this thing's badass.
It is indeed, I told you.
I'm a huge believer in Hecs, and the reason is simply my success in the field. Time and time again, I have things that I just can't explain, and no matter which hunting camp I'm in, I feel like I'm having more opportunities than the people around me that aren't utilizing Hecs. The reality is, some animals definitely can sense things that we just don't know about. And with the encounters that I've had, I can tell you that Hecs has been my clear advantage. This past year, I got within top pin range on a giant open country bull and just sat there for longer than I was even comfortable for. And when he finally pulled away from that tree and started to come to where he had heard my call last, he literally almost walked right over me. Had no idea what I was, even when that arrow hit, and I'm giving that credit to Hecs. During the late season here in Iowa, there's nothing worse than being covered up with whitetails in a ground blind and having them look right in at you. I don't experience that anymore. I'm telling you, the proof is in the pudding for me. If you're interested in getting the best deal possible, make sure you use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. Or if you want to find out more, go to hexllc.com or give us a call at 541-575-HEX.
We hope you'll bear with us till after the break. Welcome back to Hunting with Hecs. This week we're chasing black bears with archery gear. Let's catch up with host Mike Slinkard and see where we're headed next.
Great shot.
Now we're headed back up to Canada, but this time we're in British Columbia, where we catch up once again with John Dudley. You know, John's a world-class archer and he's bow hunted all over the world. I've personally known John for over 20 years, and in fact, John had one of the very first Hecs prototype systems way back in 2009 before Hecs was even launched. So to say John is a Hecs believer would be a major understatement. Here, John's slipping down an old road when he spots a big bear in an open meadow right in front of him.
Got a really big black bear. Just came out. We gotta slip down here. He's out in the wide open. So we're gonna have to kind of just get to the edge and see what he does, because we're not gonna be able to slip through the middle of that. But really good bear.
John steps off the road into the cover on the edge and quickly closes the distance on this bear. When he reaches the edge of the timber, John gets ready to take the shot if he gets an opportunity. Well, John's plainly visible to this bear, and it looks his way several times, but each time just looks right through him like he wasn't there. This is that Hecs advantage that we always talk about. Without your electrical field, animals see you more like an inanimate object and simply ignore slow movement like they would ignore a branch blowing in the wind. When the big bear turned, John was ready.
First day back together, 1 hour in. That's a big old sucker, dude.
Hey everybody, this is another awesome animal that I was able to get right up close and personal, and I really feel like a big factor in that is my Hecs product. Hecs is a product that is proven to eliminate any of your electromagnetic emissions that you give off your body, and in certain industries there's been a ton of science that shows that certain animals, especially predatory animals, can see that. And for the longest time I just said some animals just have a sixth sense, and I believe that this technology is our answer to that. If you want to check out this product, it's called Hecs, H-E-C-S, and there's some really cool videos to show you that this is a technology that I just don't think we're totally aware of yet.
The original Hecs suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. The Hecs systems consist of 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a Hecs pant, Hecs top, and Hecs head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate Hecs products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with Hecs technology. All Hecs hunting products are now available in our new Hecs Style Anywhere and Hecs Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester-based cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The original pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the Hecs hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the Hecs grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save $30 on your order of a complete Hecs suit. Learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering at hecsllc.com. When we come back, Mike can barely contain himself when he comes up on a monster. Welcome back to Hunting with Hecs. This week, we're hunting black bears on the ground, and so far, we've got 2 big Bruins in the dirt. Now, let's get back to the action.
In the early years of Hecs, we didn't fully understand just how much bears rely on electrical cues. But as we had more and more encounters, it became undeniable that Hecs technology was playing a major role and was allowing us some incredibly close encounters with bears. A prime example of this was when my daughter Caitlin and I came across a couple of bears in Colorado while we were elk hunting. We didn't have bear tags on that trip, but we came upon a giant old bear that was aggressively defending his acorn patch. Caitlin wanted to try to stalk up on the bear and get a picture with her phone. Little did I know just how close she was going to get. This bear walked by her at only 8 steps, and thankfully, he had no idea that she was literally standing right beside him. You know, having witnessed this type of thing on bears over and over, we soon had no trouble ditching the tree stands and heading out on foot to try to take a bear with our bows. Well, on this hunt, my daughter Caitlin and I are in my home state of Oregon. I had drawn the spring tag this year, so Caitlin was filming the action. We decided to glass some open slopes and soon spotted a bear feeding on a hillside. It looked like a decent black bear, so we eased our way around and right into the area where we'd seen it. Well, as luck would have it, the bear was still there. I eased inside an archery range and was waiting for a good angle to take a shot when all of a sudden the bear looked off to the side and bolted straight down the hill. A minute later, I realized why it had ran when I saw this huge chocolate boar show up. It's late May and prime breeding season here in Oregon, and it soon became clear that the black bear was a sow and that big boar was shadowing her. A few minutes later, a third black bear showed up below us. It was another big boar that was also trailing that sow. Then, off through the trees, I spotted a fourth bear, and it looked like another big boar. Things were really starting to get interesting. Well, the wind's coming up and it's in my face, and you can see this old boar winding the bears that are down below him. He's only about 25 yards away, but I don't have a good shot from my angle. When he smelled the other boars closing in on that sow, he bolted off down the hill to run them off. Well, there's a lot going on here. The bears are vocalizing and that big boar is running the other bears off to keep that sow all to himself. And we have a front row seat. You know, with over 30 years of bear hunting experience, this was without a doubt one of my most intense and exciting bear experiences. What a treat to get to see the drama of the bear rut play out at close range, all the while staying completely undetected.
Our most popular Hecs system is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing or over the top. It comes in the original olive green, as well as our new Hecs Style Anywhere and Hecs Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. All complete Hecs systems include 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a Hecs pant, Hecs top, and Hecs head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate Hecs products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with Hecs technology. The shirt is a quarter zip Henley with rugged serge stitching, embroidered Hecs logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have rugged serge stitching throughout, and the heavy elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the Hecs hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the Hecs grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save $30 on your order of a complete Hecs suit. Learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering at hecsllc.com. Stick around till after the break, and we'll see if Mike can connect on this Oregon bruiser. Hunting with Hecs is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Luminoc, light 'em up. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And Hecs Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment. Welcome back to Hunting with Hecs. We've been hunting black bears on the ground this week. And before the break, Mike Slinkard had slipped into archery range of a monster boar who was hot after a sow in heat. Now, let's rejoin the hunt.
Meanwhile, that sow was back on her perch and watching the action unfold on the hill below her. She's well inside bow range here, but after seeing that big chocolate boar, she has nothing to worry about for me. After the boar ran off the other bears down below, he started back up the hill. The sow was still nervous of the big boar, and there's a lot of crazy bear vocalization going on. When he finally got to the edge of the shooting lane, I got ready. Unfortunately, just when I had the shot, he turned straight away, leaving me no opportunity. As the minutes dragged on, I had plenty of time to look this bear over. He was truly a monster black bear for this part of the country, and probably the biggest one I'd ever seen in a lifetime of hunting Eastern Oregon bears. He was also a beautiful chocolate color, which made it even more unique. My heart was pounding out of my chest as I tried to focus on just getting that opportunity. The sow had dropped back down the draw in front of me and ended back up where I'd first seen her. This meant the big boar would have to enter the shooting lane again, and I got ready. Well, you can see the boar checking her scent, and he must have liked it because he stayed right after her. Fortunately, that put him into the perfect spot for a shot. Well, I could see the hit was lethal, but these big bears can be tough, so if you get a chance to get another arrow in one, you always should. Just like the old saying goes, it's better to be safe than sorry, and that's doubly true on a big bear like this. He's dangerous now. Well, after it was all said and done, Caitlin and I had been inside archery range of one or more of these bears for over 25 minutes. Knowing how well bears sense the electrical fields, I am convinced that without Hecs technology, we wouldn't have been able to pull it off for that long. well, we pulled him around where you can get a little better look at him. What a freaking toad for Oregon. Holy cow. You know, our part of the state's not known for big bears, but this, I bet you he's a 300-pound bear at least. Huge, huge head on him. No teeth. He is ancient. He has no teeth. He's got ears tore up. He's scarred up. Definitely the king of the walk. Caitlin was behind the camera, which makes it extra special. We all had our Hecs on. And I'm so excited about this big bear. He is just an amazing, amazing animal.
Hecs stealth screen may be considered by some to be one of the most controversial pieces of hunting technology to come about in recent years. Science had already proven that several species used electroreception to detect prey animals, so why couldn't prey animals use it to detect predators? In the years since the launch, Hecs technology has been accepted and used prominently in the world of hunters, divers, photographers, and conservationists. It has made the transformation from what some considered a questionable new concept to a tried and proven technology. Many Hecs users say they simply will not go in the field without it.
Year after year after year, I've proven that my Hecs has let me get closer. I've had the most success in my camp, multiple years, and I really credit that to my Hecs.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this Hecs on. Imagine what you can do if you don't have two of you sitting out here and you're just trying to sneak up and get one yourself.
I've got to give credit once again to Hecs. This was probably the most amazing elk encounter I've ever had. I couldn't be happier with Hecs, and once again, the footage, the experience speaks for itself.
If you're still wondering, does Hecs really work? I think we just answered that. Hecs. Yes, it really works.
Well, once again, we've ditched the blinds, let the tree stands hanging, and shown you just what you can do with Hecs technology. Whether it's turkeys, bears, whitetails, elk, or predators, Hecs technology continues to allow us to get away with things that we would have only dreamed of only a few short years ago. We show you incredible videos every week, and the proof is undeniable. This year, we've also launched a lot of new products as well, and especially our proprietary new Hecs style camo patterns. So make sure you go online and check them out. Now is the perfect time to get a new Hecs system on the way. Use the promo code for the best pricing, and you can rest assured that you have the most advanced concealment system ever developed, aiding you on your next hunt. In the meantime, we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you each week, right here on Hunting with Hecs.
If you have an amazing Hecs encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. If we use it on the air, you'll be in the running to win an exciting hunting trip with a Hecs crew. You can find out more on our website at hecsllc.com. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.